Since SSBMRank first began in 2013, the Smash community has kicked off the year by celebrating and recognizing some of the greatest talents in the game. SSBMRank 2023 reflects the grit and perseverance that our competitors have embodied over the last 12 months, and we hope you'll join us in honoring these players and moments that have made 2023 such an incredible year. Before we begin to count down the 10 best players of 2023, we must first honor a player who made their mark on the year but was ultimately excluded due to panelist abstention. After starting the year with top 8s at Genesis 9 and Battle of BC 5, William Leffen Gelta would go on to have one of the most memorable tournament wins of his career at LACS 5. Far from past days of bulldozing the competition at previous majors, this one involved Leffen gritting out nail-biter sets over Cody Schwab and Zayn. It's only fitting that a player whose rise to prominence came through disrupting the top level of the game could continue to do so against the two leading titans of modern Melee. While this was the last Melee major he'd compete in all year, by no means was it his defining accomplishment. In the same summer, Leffen would stun the world with an even bigger achievement, winning EVO 2023 in Guilty Gear Strive, and becoming the only person to ever win EVO titles for a Smash game and a more traditional fighting game. Combined with an invitation to compete at the Teamfight Tactics Vegas Open, 2023 was the single most successful year of his career. Even still, Leffen made time to show up in December for an undercard Melee show match against Moki at the match, dominantly winning it 5-1. 2023 has shown that Leffen can spread his wings in other games just as well as he does within Melee. Perhaps that's what makes all of his appearances within our community so memorable. After debuting on the top 100 at number 16 in 2022, Dawood Aklo Rahman had lofty expectations for his 2023 season. But, if anything, he's exceeded them. He kicked off the year with a regional win over Cody Schwab at Redemption Rumble, but that was just the beginning. Aklo's proudest moment came months later at Shine 2023, where he defeated Jmook and Amsa in a bracket run that he said felt unreal in the moment. If you asked Aklo about the secret to his rise, he'd bring up his family. This isn't a metaphor for Aklo supporting locals, it's a reference to his actual brothers. To this day, he still reps the Brotherhood, a clan of himself and his 3 siblings, each of whom were and are strong Smash players. One of them in particular, Foxy Grandpa, helped Aklo become far more consistent, active, and handle turning nerves better than ever before. In 2024, he will look to push himself further into the ranks of the elite by showing that the past year was no fluke. Now, I have to face the fact that these wins are not unreal, Aklo said. I can and will do this again. Everybody who pays attention to Smash knows who Justin Wizrobe Hallett is, a Smash prodigy with success at pretty much anything he puts his mind to. But for a long time after the pandemic, that seemed to change. From the start of 2022 to the middle of 2023, Wizrobe's career took a sudden turn. He wasn't attending much, was rusty at whatever he attended, and he dealt with persisting health issues. There was genuine concern that the greatest Captain Falcon of all time might never have the same success he once had. However, since his return to competing, the world has seen the epic comeback of the ruthlessly efficient and stunningly unkillable Falcon we fell in love with many years ago. Of note, his CEO 2023 and Riptide 2023 performances came with sets over nearly every top player he faced. The Falcon Slayer Jmook, gone. Hungrybox, get out of here. Moki, defeated. Even Wizrobe's longtime personal demon Plup was not invincible, as Wizrobe stole a set from him at Riptide 2023, coming one game short of doing it again. It seems like Wizrobe is back in action, fully capable of beating anybody he sees. By most measures, Joseph Mango Marquez had a successful 2023. While he fell short of winning a major and admittedly forced the world to watch his Dr. Mario take on Hungrybox's Jigglypuff, Mango still made top 8 at each of his last 5 majors. In these performances, he took a set from Cody Schwab, defeated Amsa, and beat Moki 3 times. Even a not fully dialed-in Mango remains a top-level threat and someone you can never count out. Beyond the storyline of Mango's results, there's been a gradual transformation in his relationship with Melee. Both on his stream as well as his new podcast on a Tuesday, Mango has lately shared a more vulnerable side, particularly when it comes to expressing his uncertainty about his professional future. Don't worry though, the old Mango is still there, still the same guy who loves making fun of Hungrybox and playing Melee when he's not coming up with beer tier lists. The community will always treasure more time with its most iconic player, one whose personal evolution has been undeniably captivating. Juan Hungrybox Debiedma eclipses the concept of tournament results. His H-God moniker is more than a title, it's a crown of glory affirming his status as the undisputed content king of Smash. But every now and then, his competitive successes remind us why his name is forever engraved in the gilded pantheon of the 5 gods. Consider, for instance, the return of Clutchbox in a second-place run at Super Smash Con 2023. Channeling the spirit of his legendary performance at Mandalay Bay all those years ago, Hungrybox decimated multiple of his fiercest rivals in a row: Mango, Moki, and even longtime nemesis Cody Schwab. We're now approaching 10 years since Hungrybox missed a major top 8. Though his focus lies in content creation, the Jigglypuff juggernaut has remained an unwavering bastion of consistency, a mythical figure destined to make top 8s at every major until the end of time. From the remnants of the era of Five Gods blossoms a new age of Wanten, where the very fabric of the Smash community has become forever intertwined with Hungrybox's presence. This is his world, and we're all living in it. Welcome to the H-Fam. This was the year that Masaya Amsa Chikamoto lived in North America, and what a year it was. From his temporary home base in Vancouver, the Japanese Yoshi main made it out to more Western tournaments than ever before, attending a total of 19 majors and regionals across Europe and North America in 2023. All told, Amsa attended a total of 36 events over the past 2 years, more than the entire 4-year period between 2018 and 2021. In 2023, Amsa remained a dangerous threat to the elite of the elite, being one of few players to have an even record against Zain, as well as having defeated Jmook a whopping 3 times at SSBMRank qualifying events. Now, Amsa is back in Japan, but he's armed with newfound knowledge and experience forged in the fires of the North American scene. He isn't really going anywhere. We can expect more exciting gameplay and potentially a major victory from him in 2024. For a small portion of this year, it seemed like the Smash community was split into 2 universes. The first being where normal majors happened without Justin Plup McGrath, and the second being the Bizarro realm in which he destroyed everyone he played. It was incredible to see him routinely beat down the likes of Amsa and Wizrobe while winning sets over Hungrybox and Mango. Furthermore, these results came with 0 upsets to players outside the top 10. With incredible consistency and 2 tournament victories in CEO 2023 and Riptide 2023, Plup fully returned to Melee's top 5, his highest rank on an annual top 100 since 2018. Keeping this in mind, Plup doesn't actually exist in a Bizarro realm. He exists in the real universe, and here, Plup has actually suffered quite a bit of heartbreak at the hands of his former teammate Cody Schwab. The two played 5 sets in 2023, and all 5 times Cody came away with the victory, with the last 2 spoiling Plup's otherwise magnificent run at the Big House 11. However, if Plup can snap the streak in 2024, there will practically be no one left to stop him. Ever since 5 years ago when Curtis Moki Pratt defeated Plup and Leffen, Moki has been the next big thing. And yet, never could anyone have predicted just how special Moki would turn out to become. With his flashy play and status as a fan favorite, Moki began this year with an astonishing 3rd place finish at Genesis 9. However, rather than being the peak of his year, it was a stepping stone for consistent major performances, ones which came with sets over Hungrybox, Cody Schwab, Plup, and most notably Amsa, whom he beat 7 times throughout the year. It was no wonder that Moki ends 2023 at a career-high number 4 spot on SSBMRank. It's truly awe-inspiring how far Moki has come. It seems inevitable that he will not only win a major, but potentially do so multiple times. If he can pull it off, Moki could possibly become the best player in the world and further cement himself as a giant of Melee's new generation. Watching Jake Jmook Dorado over the past 2 years has a strange way of lulling you into forgetting that what he's doing shouldn't be humanly possible. We've never seen anyone beat top-level Fox players this consistently with Sheik, let alone the vicious Jigglypuffs or pesky Ice Climbers players. A solo Sheik main can't win a Super Major, let alone claim their first 2 in quick succession with historic triumphs at Genesis 9 and Collision 2023. Nobody can be this sharp on the sticks or this affable off them. There has to be a catch. Is it that he dodges friendlies? Nope, our top players consistently spar in 12-hour ultra-marathon sessions. Not only is Jmook defeating Zain and Cody Schwab, he's aggressively seeking them out to grind matches. When Jmook falls in an upset, or when his controller's wiring shatters under the weight of the unthinkable feats he does time and time again, it doesn't feel real. It instead feels like the laws of the universe are briefly reasserting themselves, at least before Jmook takes a deep breath, draws himself up in his chair, and continues to rewrite the fabric of Melee reality. When the door closed on 2022, Zain Nagmi was finally crowned Melee's number 1, marking the start of a new era in Melee. Yet, as quickly as this story came to an end, an arguably greater one quickly emerged to take its place. Though 2023 began with electrifying starts from Jmook and Cody Schwab, Zayn would suddenly win not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 majors. He wasn't just back in the race, he had locked it in. At least, that's what everyone thought before Cody won Shine 2023 and the Big House 11. Tied in major victories, Zayn and his greatest rival agreed to an unprecedented first to 10 that determined the top spot on SSBMRank 2023. They would arrive at the match, plugging in their controllers one final time and leaving the world waiting to see who would emerge victorious. History will never forget that, but in the end, this was a story that Zayn co-authored, a grand finale to the closest race for number 1 ever. But as colossal as it felt in the moment, this was ultimately just one story. Like before, the doors of 2023 have closed, and the doors of 2024 have opened, with Zayn ready to write yet another chapter of his legacy. After a year of withstanding personal turmoil and broken promises, Cody Schwab was 4 games away from seeing his effort vanish into thin air. Zayn had just 4-stocked him to tie the match at 6-6. This was no mere set. The controversial first to 10 would determine number 1. Cody's Arcamelee 4 victory, Santa Paws victory, and his multiple majors were about to be for naught. However, if Cody's year showed anything, it was familiarity with having his back to the wall. Just like how he won major upset in a Game 5 Grand Finals, came through losers to win Battle of BC5, held off a red-hot Zayn at Shine 2023, and capped off an all-time great losers run to win the Big House 11, Cody would recollect himself one more time at the match, taking 4 of the next 5 games to seal the deal. To this day, Cody inexplicably remains unsponsored. But amid the uncertain future of competitive Melee and the dying embers of esports glory days, Cody's success still proves that anyone can achieve their dreams if they put in the work. Through sheer determination, the biggest free agent in the world has earned himself Melee's most legendary title, Best Player in the World.
It should be about self-improvement. Like, of course, at the end of the day, it's really nice to have the status and have the belts, have the rank or whatever, but realistically, it should be about, like, at the end of the day, are you happy with what you accomplished in Melee? Are you happy with how you have kind of progressed as a person? And if the answer is no, then why are you doing this? What's the point?